they don't have really much of a front line, so something like a more traditional hard engage support makes sense to me, and Rakan definitely fits the bill.
A lot more mobility on the engage coming through from the Rakan.
Honestly, I'm just really excited to see Jojo playing on the international stage representing EU, but also just the fact that he's here.
Some early MR here. Elyoya going up towards that top side. Bin does have the flash. We'll see if he even uses it. Feels like he's kind of accepting his fate here a little bit. Alpha going to go in. The combo will come through. He's rooted up. Bin still holding on. Going to be stunned up and knocked down.
Ahead of the objective
so
to burn that HP
Here
down.
comes the Pantheon ult. They're going to be looking for Supa. He is getting surrounded by all sides. Supa out of position. Does flash back. Trying to get through Knight, but Knight will not allow it to happen. Grabs the first kill of the fight. Jojo trying to join up. Elyoya is going to have to run for it, though, as On goes in. Going to be Bramble smashed back. Elyoya slowed up, knocked down. It's a early often, and now they are going to be potentially looking for a play here in towards Supa. Supa has no flash, and it looks like he has no way out. Beishuan waiting and stabs him in the back to grab him.
I love how Beishuan is playing this.
Oh, flash forward there from Alvaro. Going to be able to knock him back. Flash out, though, from Knight. Will get into safety. Takes another tower shot on the exit. But it is a trade of ultis. It's a trade of flashes. So still a nice aggressive play from MKOI. And now they're going to look here for Elk. Elk trying to kite back. Flash forward there from Elyoya. Does cleanse out on the Twisted Advance. And is able to flash out to safety. He's going to have to dodge as he can't. MKOI has to respond to their pressure here.
Good control comes through from BLG. The
ulti is going to look here. Merwin on the side. It is going to be Beishuan in a lot of trouble. He is locked down, and he might be knocked down. Try to take one with him. Not going to be able to do it. It's a shutdown there for Supa, as On and Elk will retreat. So they can only really look for the fight, if anything. The Galio could be a target, but is trying to back it up here. Bin overheating. Elk putting some damage in. Bin is actually going to flash out. BLG out of sorts over by this Dragon. This was not a good setup whatsoever, but they are going to go back in. They're looking for Alvaro. Do force out the ultimate. Knight getting some poke down. Great equalizer across multiple members here as On is looking for the engage. He finds it now onto Elyoya, but MKOI are looking to turn around. The bullet time coming through across multiple members. Supa gets a kill and goes on a killing spree. Knight trying to finish him off on the side. He has to wait for the cooldowns, looking for it. The weirding, the twofold hex is going to grab him the kill, and now Beishuan flashing forward into the MKOI base. They're diving the inhibitor. He is looking to force this MKOI in the area. The TP coming in from Joja, and we can see Elyoya going to go for it. Is he going to be able to steal it? It's a flip, and it's going to be taken there by Beishuan. The re-engage comes in from Alvaro, and Jojo goes into the back line, but it's Elk going to be able to grab the first kill. Bin overheats, and in comes the Galio ultimate over the top as Beishuan trying to reach the back line. Knight on the side here with On, getting pretty low on HP. The bullet time comes out there from Elk. He's going to grab one kill, and he's going to grab a second. Now it's a triple kill there for Elk. He's looking for more. It's a quadra, and he's that MKOI has not been able to keep up so far in this game number one, and On now looking for an angle, trying to see if he can find a flank here. Is going to go back in onto the Alistar and will commit the ultimate here. Alvaro trying to get out of there, but he's going to be slowed down. Flashes back in, tries to turn the fight around, but it's going to be Bin knocked down first. Galio looking now. Knight on the side here, could look for a re-engage. On clearly hunting for one. It's going to be terrifying if he can find an angle to get it. Elk not quite level 16. Equalizer goes in, and On is looking for the engage. Great interrupt on the bullet time though from Alvaro, but Mirwin's down already here. He's going to be trying to run away as it's actually Elyoya who did fall. Beishuan going for it is going to be able to get the second kill. It's BLG running over the fight as Supa has to flash out to safety. Elk trying to survive but not going to be able to do it as Jojo Pian knocks him down. Knight and Bin on the other side are winning the fight, but Beishuan and On trying to survive here against Alvaro and Jojo Pian. It's really up to Jojo now to try to make something happen. On running for it. Alvaro has no way out, and Bin and Knight are rejoining.
The issue. Bin looking for a collapse onto Jojo. Knight here as well.
Knight. Jojo's in trouble, trying to dodge out as much damage as he possibly can, but the Seekers is there, and that's really to clear out the wave. Not going to be able to do it. They're going to drop the equalizer here. Supa is in trouble. Beishuan flying into the back line already. Alvaro trying to turn around. Supa's going to be targeted, and Supa's trying to stand. He's trying to fight. He does get a kill here, and now BLG potentially in some trouble. Knight, great stasis. The taunt not going to be able to connect as a result. Alvaro, though, interrupts the hop. Beishuan going back in. Galio coming through. The bullet time, buying space for the team to get out.
It's a little dangerous for us to just walk into your base. Why don't we instead just force you out of your base?
Is hunting going to go between worlds, does connect on the twofold hex. He just takes him down.
Wait for that bot wave to start knocking on the doors.
Oh, they're going to look for the engage, and it's going to be Elk. Elk is caught out. Can they knock him down? The CC is there, and they get the kill onto him. They're going to grab a second as well. MKOI. They look like they want to fight. The equalizer is going to be used, and in comes the Pantheon ulti. Knight is looking, and Knight is hunting for Jojo. Jojo stays alive on the side. He's life stealing off the Elder Dragon. It's going to be Mirwin trying to create some space here. Supa flashes back, but Bin takes him down anyway. The solos from BLG and the jungler in a 3v5, too far ahead. Bin and Knight, eyes on the Nexus now. It's all up to Jojo Pyun. Can he make a miracle happen here at home? The Zony's gonna be popped here. Jojo chunked incredibly low as Bin comes out of that stasis and looks like he's gonna be able to finish him off with the Electro Harpoon. BLG make no doubt about it. They put on the full court press all game long. Relentless aggression nets them the win in game number 1.
A moment of hope for MKOI as they find...
Be able to get in the face, hit your shuriken flip, really go aggressive, in this 1v1. And it's going to be an exciting one for Mirwin here.
It's a strong bot lane matchup, though, for BLG. Corki, Leona.
Who doesn't love loot? So get logged in, get watching as we get ready for game 2. Get Super and Alvaro out of this bot lane matchup where they are struggling in a little bit. And Bin is just looking for trades.
I mean, he's a 2-level advantage on both of them right now, but has he overstayed his welcome here? Bin could be in some trouble. Skip and slash used to try to get back to safety as they're going to flash forward and they're going to commit to this. Bin is trying to turn around, but he's not going to have the damage. Bin, though, getting zoned off, still not level 6 as Alvaro's going to take a swing here. Does land the Shattering Strike. Supa getting aggressive. Bin, if he was 6, might be able to turn this around, but this is difficult. He's going to go for it anyway. Supa could be in some trouble. Remember, he has no flash. Does level up to 5, though. Great peel coming through from Alvaro. The stun is going to land with the Shattering Strike as Bin is trying to play for 6. He really wants to get it. He still needs one more minion. Now does get it, but it doesn't matter because Elyoya has arrived, and Elyoya going to be able to grab this kill. You have to think eventually Bin
just straight up killed him, but he just didn't quite have the damage. Jojo gets the flash out.
And now he's going to flash and follow. Jojo bides his time, and now they're going to be able to grab a kill in mid lane. Beautiful. Elyoya spotted.
Yep.
Mirwin is going to look. Shuriken flip does connect. Bin going to have to try to get out of there, but he has no flash. Remember, he's playing Ignite TP. No way out.
You could understand why BLG might be a little bit hesitant trying to test
they're
this.
Going to flash in. They're going right for it. They're looking for Elyoya, and he's going to be knocked back. He's trying to target Elk. The TPs are coming in. Mirwin looking for Elk. He's going to be able to try to knock him down to the side, but he couldn't quite get him. In goes Supa. Supa gets one. Supa's going to be looking for another, but Mirwin is rotting down to that Victor ultimate. He's going to fall eventually. Alvaro trying to get out. Does land the Shattering Strike, but it's not going to be enough as Supa does get a kill in the background onto Elk. But he is incredibly low and he is running for the hills. Even with the gold lead, it's BLG as Knight flies. But will he respect them enough? Looks like they're going to go for it. In goes the Cyclone as Jojo's in on top of him. Bin, no flash. I don't know if he's getting out of this one. Flash to follow from Elyoya.
A force to be reckoned with.
Bin again in the side lane. Could be in trouble here. Pops the Shroud, but the Cyclone comes in. They are chasing him down. They're going to knock him down because BLG are just committing to it. In comes the teleport here from Bin. Mirwin TPing in as well. Jojo there on the side trying to get some poke down as Alvaro is going to go in looking for the engage, but there's not really any follow-up. But we are going to see the first kill going the way of Supa. Bin on the side trying to do what he can here against Jojo, but MKOI are pushing them back. Beishwan trying to stay in the area to see if he can get a smite steal. They're going to get it down incredibly low. It's down to 1500. It's down to the smites, and it's down to Elyoya as he has the Cyclone. He's going in with Supa into the back line. Mirwin goes as well. BLG trying to run for it here. Supa on the side looking for more. Beishwan pushing him back though. Bin now in the pit. Going to be caught with Elyoya, and Jojo falls again for the 6th time this game. It's Beishwan versus Supa. Supa though winning out as Beishwan going to get pushed back. Elk is running for it, but it's another kill going the way of Jojo. Supa trying to stay alive here. Beishwan slowly catching up. Can he hit him with the wind becomes lightning? No, he cannot. Supa getting flashed on here by Knight. Knight is looking and he will collect the shutdown. His team in, trying to create space. Bin now going to be marking Alvaro. You can see Mirwin on the side, but it's going to be a stun connecting in onto On as they're looking for the engage. Jojo goes away here, trying to survive. Elyoya though into the back line as Supa's going to knock down On. Supa is going to get killed off though by Knight. It's back and forth kills on the side as Bin is fighting Elyoya and is going to be able to win out. It's going to be another kill as well for BLG.
Can't stick around.
Jojo though barely even ahead anymore. Knight though could be in some trouble, has no flash, is gonna get chased down here. Alvaro looking good sidestep, but it doesn't even matter. Supa comes in and picks up to deal with. You can see Knight now incredibly tanky as On is gonna get interrupted there on the recall. Jojo is here, On's gonna have to flash out. Alvaro trades a flash back, but Supa goes in with the killer instinct and gets another one.
But they're thinking about it.
Elyoya gonna face check Elyoya, and Elyoya gonna try to knock down the Corki. The Corki's in a lot of trouble. Flashes away from Mirwin. Mirwin looking to try to get back in. Beishwan trying to peel for his AD carry, but he cannot. Mirwin grabs the kill, and Knight on the other side is gonna fall as well. Jojo Pyun goes
which Alioya was able to find. Oh,
We're back
in
to
the action.
live, but Supa's going to be in trouble here. Beishwan trying to finish him off, but can't quite do it. Alvaro there to peel just barely. Mirwin, though, coming in from behind, and now BLG may have overextended. We can see Beishwan trying to finish off Supa. He can't do it under the tower. Supa makes it happen, but the teleport's coming in now from Knight is on the other side. It's going to be Bin fighting with Elk.
These wards as possible TP options. And engage.
It's Alvaro, though, going for the engage. He's going to preempt it, and they're looking for Knight. He goes into the stasis. They're trying to peel for him, but Knight is in a lot of trouble. Jojo goes in, and Beishwan goes down. In goes Supa in the back line, and it's Knight down. It's Elk sure to follow. It's MKOI crushing the fight, crushing the game, looking to put their eyes on the Nexus now. MKOI going forward. It's just been alive here, and he is not going to be able to stop MKOI. It looks like we're going to have a tied series here as they lost game one, but they roar back to life in game number two. MKOI looking poised on the international stage. We are all tied up.
The back line. Moments like these happen, it's fine, but then being able to regroup and come in stronger for the next fight is something to look at.
Absolutely. I think Supa also had
The Fury makes a lot of sense to me. It is one of the comfortable picks here for Alioya. Obviously had not played Lee Sin yet. This split wasn't really expecting it. So it is going to be Neferi. They are going to get aggressive here. Knight moves down, and now they're going to try to look for a bit of a wraparound as Supa maybe forced to actually start.
And already here in this game, he's off to an incredible start.
Oh, they're actually looking for the dive here already, and I think they might be able to get it. First blood in the 2v2.
Their presence known.
Beishwan here is going to look. Remember, no flash available on Supa. Can they find the angle? Q flash, of course he hits it. The Ignite is there as well. The Cocoon, though, blocked by Alvaro. Beautifully done by the Nautilus, but can he get away now? He's in trouble. Flashes out to safety. Alioya arrives, trying to take down Beishwan. Beishwan in a lot of trouble, but Elk pushing back the MKOI jungler. Well, yeah, it is always a bit risky here because Alioya is in the area, but Beishwan is here as well. On in a lot of trouble, repels in, and just gets blown up. Teleport coming in as well from Jojo. They want to continue the chase. In goes Alioya, getting Elk low. Ooh. Elk should be able to back off and survive.
He's been playing exceptionally well in the 1v1, but now he's
exposed
to a dive.
The whole squad is here. Q flash, ulti to follow. He's going to get knocked up and knocked down. Knight even grabs it with the explosion.
The Knight has way more control over the side lane, and it's such a good TP flank.
Oh, the Cocoon flash comes through, and there's the Q flash as well from Alvaro. Alvaro is going to be going down in the hurry, tries to turn it around, but can't find much of anything. BLG pull the trigger, make the play happen. Alioya's got to get out of there. Is going to be trying to be knocked up by Bin, but we'll be able to go.
They're going to secure the mid lane tower. And now the TP response.
Now. Jojo going to be trying to look. MKOI, can they find it? Great sidestep there from Beishwan, but he's going to be locked up. He's going to be charmed up as well, as Elk is going to be eating that Nautilus ultimate. Beishwan trying to turn around, but he's going to get shut down there by Alioya.
BLG, their objective is clear, and they're looking for a pick right now.
Yeah, they want Mirwin. Alioya is in the area. We'll see if they can try to turn it around. On looking here for the Cocoon. He's going to be able to follow it up, beautifully layering to CC. But trying to look for some poke, but it was warded out, and Knight fishing with the absconded duck. Taking a pretty nice trade here onto Jojo. Is going to really get pushed back. Knight is looking for the solo kill, and he just straight. They are thinking twice, though. They're not sure. Do they want to commit to it? And now BLG saying, well, guess what? You have to commit to it now. We are not going to allow it to reset. On over the wall. If he's spotted, he is incredibly low. Beishwan taking some damage. Nice charm on the side. Does connect in onto Bin, but it's Knight again going aggressive. It's Knight looking for more. It's Knight on a rampage. Not
BLG with nothing but domination here. Here in game 3, they're at Soul Point. The Baron is alive. Adakan secured. Hook.
Oh, big hook there from Alvaro. Do they have the follow? If they do, the charm is there, as is the shutdown. He does get a nice little bit of chunk, but on now. He's at the point of the game where it is very difficult as the Elites to really find those team fights. And look at that Q flash over the wall. He finds Supa, and Supa's going to get knocked down by Knight, and now Knight is running over this fight. He's looking for Alioya. He wants more. Knight and Base. Oh, but they may have an angle here. Flash forward, does connect in onto On in trouble. Charmed up, knocked down. Now they need more. They're trying to hunt for Elk, but he is retreating back to the tower. In comes Knight. BLG, they're looking. Depth chart thrown out there onto Knight. As you see Beishwan in the back line, he's trying to take out Supa. Supa's got a kite for his life. He's got to run. Beishwan's in trouble now as Jojo lands a charm. It's a shutdown over onto the BLG jungler. But the BLG soul laners and Elk are still alive, and they're going aggressive. Abscond, abduct, the charm turning around, trying to take down Knight. Knight goes scold, and he is incredibly low. Supa with the perfect timing gets a kill back. It is blind. And this Baron is just gone. MKOI cannot find a way in. It's an easy Baron there, and now Bin looking for the engage. Alvaro in a lot of trouble, has no flash. He's caught out, and On flashes in, hits the Cocoon onto Supa. Can they find the follow-up? Knight looking to dive into the back line. He's in onto Supa. Supa's in a world of trouble. Gets out to safety, though. Great kiting out from MKOI. Supa, though, going to be hit by the ultimate from Caitlyn. Elk talks him down as Mirwin gets one back. Mirwin, though, trying to run away here. and he is going to get the rest of the job done. The first Nexus tower has already fallen. BLG pushing in. Great. Zonia's there from On. Is going to be able to immune it. And look at that! Elk just one-shots JoJo, and that should do it. Mirwin going forward, trying to make something happen, but he's going to fall as well. It's BLG crushing the hopes here of MKOI. They look for the heroics in the base, but Elk will not allow it. This man 7-1-4 on the Caitlyn. It's the bot duo from BLG yelling bot dip.
A headshot to round things out as Elk snipes JoJo.
Really good matchup into the Rise. You have a huge range advantage with both Syndra and the Ashe. You have a lot of poke, and I like the response here from BLG. You're giving Knight another one of his comfort picks, and we saw it in the previous game. When you give this man agency, when you give this man comfort, any wards and get some deep vision of their own, they won't actually spot that. Oh, no, they will. Yoya circumventing the vision in order to try and find a collapse onto this high-pressure lane.
This one's going to look again. Alvaro, no flash available. He could be in a lot of trouble, going to get pulled back. And do they have the damage to finish him off? It looks like they probably will. The bailout going to do nothing as MKOI's bot lane going to be knocked. Yeah, and Elk is kind of the anti-timing here. JoJo is on the roam as well. They're going to look for it. The Realm Warp is on cooldown, but JoJo's in the area, and On has nowhere to go. Going to be knocked down as he tries or engaged that could come through. As Beishwan looking here for JoJo. Great sidestep with the phase rush, but the Ashe Arrow is going to connect here. Alvaro in a lot of trouble. They're just going to give him up, but On goes in and it interrupts the Realm Warp from JoJo. Looks like he's going to be okay. Elioya trying to turn this around onto Knight. Knight in a lot of trouble, has no flash from earlier, and they're going to be able to knock him down. JoJo gets a kill back.
Oh, another fight.
We're back to live, and now it's Elk that's potentially in a lot of trouble here. Supa going to go incredibly aggressive. The hostile takeover comes through. It's cleansed, and it doesn't even matter. On's going to follow as well. It's a double.
No ulti available on Beishwan, though.
JoJo is clearing out the wave here. He's going to try to Realm Warp to safety. Beishwan flash forward, sends him into the wall. He's going to try to go back to the tower to finish it off. He can't quite do it. So Beishwan getting very low. JoJo low here as well, but no one in the area from MKOI to help him out. They're going to be able to donate the kill here over to Knight.
In themselves and their ability to play the fights, but Beishwan looking to take some of that confidence away.
Irwin potentially in some trouble here. He is very far up. He's trying to buy time for Elioya, who is coming down, and in comes the teleport as well from multiple members. Knight and JoJo both going to arrive to the fight. Elioya is now here. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow doesn't quite connect. JoJo trying to turn this around on the Beishwan, but he finds a two-man impale, and Knight is here as well. Bin's going to go all out, and he's taking JoJo on a trip that he does not want to be on. Nice Realm Warp back to safety, though, on the other side. But Elk is here, as is On. On flashes in, knocks him up, and Oh, they're going to look for JoJo. Enchanted Crystal Arrow right to the face. There's the flash forward. There's the impale. The CC is all getting layered. JoJo is tanky, but he's not tanky enough. And that might just be what they need to try to go for more. Now they're looking here for Elioya. Supa in some great position, though, as the hostile takeover comes through. Beishwan is left to the Wolves. They get a kill. It costs Knight them as well as Elk here, as this is getting lower and lower and lower. BLG just going to have to give it up. They're going to try to turn around on a Mirwin. Great engage here from On. The Scatter of the Week there to follow. Do they have the damage to actually knock him down? He's going to go in. Elk is in trouble. Cleanse flash out to safety. Elioya in onto Bin, but he could be the one in trouble now. In comes the McHales, but he just gets control. All deleted by Knight. Alvaro now in trouble, is going to have to get pulled in there. Do walk away with the Otacon. JoJo here has to be a little bit careful. Elk trying to space him, but JoJo putting down so much damage onto him. JoJo now running for the hills here. Beishwan coming in. The teleport's going to be coming back from Knight. The Impale does not connect as On is there looking for the Tangle Barbs. They can't close the gap to JoJo. He gets out. But it does.
It's like on a knife's edge right now. It can easily swing either way. Knight fishing the arrow.
Gonna be able to connect on the arrow. Elioya in some trouble. Does jump out of safety. Alvaro, though, might not be so lucky here. Gets pulled back by Supa, and in comes the teleport. Mirwin is going to arrive. Alvaro incredibly low, but JoJo flashes forward, and he catches the AD carry. Bin trying to peel for him, as Mirwin's diving into the backline. Mirwin trying to make it happen. He's gonna get McHales. He's healing up an incredible amount. Beishwan gets knocked down as well. It's MKOI taking over the fight. It's a triple for Supa, as BLG can't stop him. It's Knight and On still around here, but no one falls for MKOI, and they have their eyes on the Baron.
MKOI make it happen. They win the team fight. Mirwin trying to keep them away from the Baron. He's going for this. He gets another. He's searching for the last one. He's gonna take out Knight. A double kill for Mirwin as KOI secure the ace. They get themselves the Baron.
Incredibly difficult here for BLG to be able to just delete that Kalista.
Mirwin. He's got to be cautious of the...
Oh, they're looking. Mirwin caught. He's going to be hit by the scatter. Do they commit everything here? They don't need to use more.
He took a lot of damage. JoJo now on the flank. They're trying to get some chip damage. Ooh, another big hit onto Alvaro.
Knight doing some huge work in these skirmishes. Oh, they're going to use that to go straight towards the...
But it's going to be a trade for Baron, so they're going to make the call to actually go for this. BLG say, you know what, we got the poke, we're going to take the Baron. You get the soul, but the soul lasts forever, so BLG are going to have to try to get a lot done with this Baron buff, or the trade will not be able to pick him off quickly. Plus dealing with the bailout, the locket, the shield as well. That could be coming through. They're going to look for Mirwin. Mirwin is going to be connected onto, and there's a Pop Blossom from On. But here comes the hostile takeover, instantly cleansed off by Elk. They get the first kill, and now Alvaro could be in some trouble. Going to have to get pulled back by the Fate's Call. Elyoya uses the ulti over on Elk just to buy some time. BLG going for the throat. Can JoJo get back there to his team? Elyoya getting put incredibly low, gets hit by the scatter. He's taking some damage now from the Ashe as Bin steps forward. The first Nexus tower is already down. Finally, JoJo's back, but is it too little? Is it too late? BLG with their eyes on the Nexus, they're just focusing it down. Knight will finish it off. Elk and Knight make it happen. Knocked out. They are on a tear and really looking impressive. Knight, I think this guy has just been stellar, but
the Corki much more powerful early on.
Will make the most sense for T1, and they're going to go towards that. So the CFO draft, if you load into the Rift on 2 items, absolutely slaps. Incredible.
Teams who've already gone through plans, got the jitters out, maybe less afraid to go all in the first.
Was there any, particularly if Zinza can make his way over, as a possible bot lane gank?
Junja on the way down. Guma, the stun, the immediate CC onto Carrier. They know that he's not the one with cleanse. And his owner now ready to make the dive happen topside. Have to respect the zombie passive from Sion, but Driver in a tough spot here. Wind becomes lightning, a quick flash out, extra shielding, and Dorn forced to flash away. Owner should just finish the job, but now the tower's hitting him. He has to flash as well.
I already think there was too much counterplay. Driver will be making his way over, and oh, Junja has ults. They might want to try and steal.
In, Owner on the way forward, but now manages to take it down. So it's going to cost his life. They get the Drake, but now it's all in from the side of CFO. Perfect gravity field. They're going to grab another one on top of it. Faker taken down, drops the bear.
That Junja won't be able to join or get backline access quite as easy as, oh boy.
Junja locked up, burst damage ready to go. Aegis assault, but Faker waits it out before throwing down his cooldowns. It might cost him though. HongQ ulti there, but Faker zooming out safety courtesy of the phase rush. Junja still living for an extra moment. Nice flash over the wall, but Owner ready to follow, as is Kaiwing. Going in for the 2v2. Owner a little bit tankier. Carrier ready to follow up. Jungle supports on both sides. Still standing. Q in. It's not quite enough damage, but the E over the wall. The Ray to finish it, which carry is real. The flash one.
I don't think he can hold there. Junja's in the area, has his ultimate available. I think he uses it.
Sunder Sky trying to clear the wave. It's a bit of a desperate game, but World Ender now coming out. Massive damage, but Doran lives for an extra second. Needs one more Sunder Sky proc. Gets the auto. He's still up. The outplay. Doran lives for far too long. HongQ can't get it done. Doran, are you kidding me? It's Carrier on the backside. CFO have spotted it, but it might not matter. Quick lockup. Faker there as well. They've isolated the Nico. Carrier in trouble. Burning, cut down by the ulti of the Victor. Have concrete information on where Doran is, and now it's Carrier on the flank. CFO, knock up from Driver.
Like 5 angles.
Faker and Guma ready to go. CFO, where are they going to go? They're going to start here. Instant ulti laid down by HongQ. Doran off on the side for now, uncontested, but it's Owner who's in trouble. In the meantime, Kaiwing going in. The fall of damage coming in from Driver. It's Carrier on the back line with the 3-man knock-up. So damn patient. And CFO are getting sent packing, retreating back to their side of the rift, but it might not be enough. Junja on the way out. Driver frontlining, trying to buy space for the rest of the team as T1 take the fight.
And though the response from Doggo and CFO have to abandon ship. Now pick up Faker.
Faker caught out. Shield of Daybreak. Double TP is now coming in to back up the play. It's going to be an all-out brawl on the top side. Faker living for an extra moment. Driver going to find the knock, but should finish the kill. But Doran is here, as is Oren. Doran. Double Doran. As Owner is here. Carry on the way. Guma stepping up. Owner finds a nice initial bit of damage at the Chaos Storm. They need to back away. Brew going in, Doran caught out, knock up there, a beautiful full channel on the decimating smash. And now they need to get the hell out. Owner living for a little bit extra time. Nice knock up onto Doggo, those he oversteps. It's all eyes on HongQ. He has to make the difference, but he's caught between 3 members of T1. It looked good.
Heard in the regular split. That said, CFO definitely not out of it. Regaining control is a little bit tough in this scenario, though. Obviously, these choke points are very dangerous. This Driver.
On a Driver, a bit of free poke. Carrier off to the side, really determined to take away that engage option. Carrier getting lower and lower. Pop Blossom a little bit extra shielding, but Doggo manages to finish it. And all eyes, they've forgotten entirely about the Otacon. They're forced to pull back. Driver traded in the meantime. It's just the 1-for-1 support for a top laner. But now the re-engage. Faker finds his man, and Owner and Guma are there to follow. Doggo now. Doran locked up for a moment. They should be able to finish that one. They need to get the hell out when it becomes lightning. The wave cleared bot side. Just continuing to poke. Doggo with the red buff, pretty crucial. HongQ continues to walk up. Owner ready to go in. Junja starting the fight all on his lonesome, but here comes Driver. The real Guma caught out. Pop Blossom to try to save the day, but it's too late. CFO winning the fight so far. HongQ is so damn strong, and he's just taking over the fight. Doggo here as well. T1 thought they had the angle, but Driver and Junja together.
Kaiwing on the ward, on the ward.
Kaiwing wants to go extra tanky, but not tanky enough. Kaiwing lives for an extra moment. Now the fight's gonna kick off. Pantheon comes down from the sky, but he's caught between Faker and Owner, and they make it look effortless. The Aegis Assault can't block an assault from both sides, and in goes Carrier! CFO had all the tools, all the advantages, and in a blink of an eye, they just disappear.
T1, a single moment of weakness. Kaiwing goes down.
It's a TP from behind. Junja not quite in a great position, might be caught out here. TP and Gravity Field the response, but flash in from Faker. They want to take the mid laner out of the equation. HongQ goes golden for a brief moment. Driver going to try to peel as best he can, but down goes the victor as Carrier grabs the kill. Resurrection coming in for Owner. All they got was the GA.
Plus a couple of summoners. Not the worst trade. It's about the aftermath. I think this initial play not too bad, but if they lose Driver as well.
Lock up again, the Scion falling.
Again!
Looks like resets coming through, so a moment for CFO to try and get something. Ulti in to cancel. Good vision coverage. They just want to delete the support before the fight even starts. Carrier running for his life. He's going to burn down. Ignite should just take him out. Kaiwing grabbing that one, but Faker's waiting over the wall. The bear dropped, but not on a crucial target. HongQ and Driver not able to get into the fight, but the TP coming in. Doran going to flash to the side. He has to be the difference maker. Immediate ulti out. Doggo for now uncontested as the Tibbers blocks as much damage as possible. Doran isolated on the side, but he's got the attention of two, and Owner's looking to take down Doggo. Doesn't look like it's enough. Guma, Owner, Faker still standing strong. Quick stun onto Driver. Gravity Field will lock up Faker for a brief moment. Decimating Smash doesn't connect. Objective going to be soloed out by Owner in a quick retreat as they manage to grab the Baron, and now CFO need to get the hell out. Unstoppable is the Scion, but HongQ is going to be in trouble. Has to flash away as the sun flies through the air. Faker layering the skills beautifully. Tibbers laid down, and he just wants to go home. T1 won't let it happen. It's body bag or no back. The gates, he's gonna do it!
Wait, but now he's back on vision.
But it doesn't matter because the game is ending! Down comes the Pantheon. Junja involved in the fight, trying to isolate off to the side. Doggo still living, but it does not matter. T1 may have faltered, but they will not drop a game. They find the victory in game one.
Have been pretty good for CFO. Junja, I think, was for me a little bit of a star there alongside.
Predicted the Camille angle. Jax also a potential option.
But don't like this matchup quite as much into the Cassante specifically. We've seen a lot of Cassante picked into Jax.
Yep.
You are going to give up a lot of lane prior with this. Able to have big impacts early, right? Found that very early gank towards the bottom side of the map.
Expected a recall, so set the trap in the bush as Junja walks into Faker. HongQ now looking for the setup, trying to find a bit more damage. Flash forward, Faker flashing out, and first blood!
From Junja.
Doggo, dash over the wall, face first into Doran. Doran running it down, he goes!
But it was the objective fight where we really started to see...
Faker caught out, Q flash from Junja, instant bubble!
Loves his objectives, as we all know.
Very true. Seeing if maybe he can sneak a kill if they get over eager. Owner level 6 here on the bottom side. Quick heal coming out. Faker on the way in. Good tidal wave to start, but Doggo doesn't really have any mana. Nice ulti coming in from Guma to reset the tower aggro. Doggo living for an extra second. Decent damage, and Owner now forced to flash away, but they got what they came for. HongQ here trying to extend the fight. Hoping to find the punish. Excellent handshake. Catches him in stealth. Perfect from Carrier. Caught off onto the side. Wants a bit more damage. Junja. Again, they're keeping the play going. The extra movement speed coming in from Kaiwing. They don't have the tidal wave, but they might not need it. HongQ on the chase. Carrier ready with the handshake to try and disengage. Faker looks like he will just be sacrificed here. Bubble to follow. Junja going to be donated the kill. HongQ taking it to the
time around, they were very firmly in control, but that mid lane turret falling early as...
Owner caught out for a moment. HongQ! The burst damage is there, but Faker now wants to take down Kaiwing, but he might be the one who's in trouble. Flash forward, gets a little bit extra movement speed, but the phase rush isn't there, and HongQ grabs another T1. Try to get something back, but...
He's breaking the vault!
And credit to CFO again. Top lane changed, but top lane isn't where the action is happening, although, as I say that, Carrier getting things kicked off. Q3 ready to go for rest. It doesn't look like he's gonna have an easy way out of this. Was hoping to find the ulti, and he will at least be able to take Doran over the wall. Nice healing coming in. Omnivamp on the ulti, but he gets away from the Pathmaker. That's the crucial skill. Rest back and can't cancel it early. Q3 taking some time. Doran in trouble, but manages to get the shutdown. HongQ on the way. Doggo chasing as well. That's the calling. Guma in trouble. Knockdown there. Doggo! The electrocute Brock finishing it. You have a Rise and a Wukong. They're powerful tools, but CFO aren't going to give you an inch. Coling coming through. Clean combo again. Junja grabs the kill. And again, they're just making these side lane picks look so effortless.
Now top lane's going to fall as well. Might even be an inner here at 17 minutes. And if you think that there's not enough damage yet on CFO in about 2 minutes, Infernal Drake is spawning as
Ulti across
ultimate.
the top. Hoping to find the jungle. Doggo doing decent damage, but has the cleanse, and in goes HongQ! Multiple members locked up. It's only the clone owner managing to make it out. Guma has an extra lease on life, but it's not enough to bail out.
Doran?
Laner is playing Cassante. When he can just dodge so much of the CC, but they're determined to try again. Recall going in from Faker. Q3 ready to go. Quick flash out from Rest. Manages to find the initial knockback. Pull back on the Wukong clone, but it doesn't matter. It's still the escape. Junja on the way in. Realm Warp. They need to get the hell out. Ballbreaker manages to catch him all! In the midst of it, it's Junja HongQ to follow! Absolute destruction for CFO! I heard a nice. A respectable nice is Doggo's still just going.
Carry flash.
Double TP and T1 are trying to fight their way through this deficit, and it's not working out. Doggo already on the way out. Blast Cone on the way in. Kaiwing supporting from the backside with a bit more damage. Faker untouched, but it does not matter because it's Doran set to fall. Easy pickup for Doggo. Kaiwing still chasing. Q over the wall from Junja. Ballbreaker to kick things off. The bubble hits! Kaiwing! Giving the kill over to HongQ. Faker running, CFO unrelenting in their pressure as the double kill comes through the twofold hex. Rest chasing, owner falling, CFO running the rift. Down, taking their time. Discipline, the name of the game here. Faker finds a quick lockup. Owner immediately goes in, but it's a disengage coming over with the tidal wave as HongQ goes golden. He's ready now to fire back. T1, one last desperate gambit, and Faker's the only man standing as Doran 2 will fall. CFO.
Tanky items, but they need damage. They need to be able to actually kill someone as HongQ.
Big damage. T1 walk forward, immediate Q3 to pull back. Coming in from Rest. HongQ off to the side. Quick use. The Seekers to keep Doran standing, but it looks like he'll fall as well. Doggo completely untouched. The base wide open. T1 pulling back. CFO, they've got the wall at 15K in their favor. T1, there's no way they can hold this. Confidence, an incredible pace of game from CFO in game 2. One final stand for T1. Handshake connects. CFO gonna need just a few more seconds. The Nexus in their sights. CFO in a dominant game 2, tie the series.
And after game number 1, if you go, you come from Fiji, tell us, guys.
We're gonna have a conversation about American slang after this.
Oh, it's Brom.
It's Brom. Okay.
Brom's good. Brom's good.
I gotta cool the draft off a little bit. Brom locked in.
No big surprises otherwise to see.
Survive this. This would be disastrous. Junja starting to walk forward, lays down a little bit of damage initially. Nice flash backwards. Guma's been taken out the dive. Flawless thus far. Kaiwing about to fall. Carrier tries to trade back. It will be a 2-for-1 in the
or doesn't find Red of the ult.
Relatively low. Getting lower and lower. Now going in onto Junja. The Zed going over the wall. Junja trying to heal up as much as he can. Death mark there. Galio on the way in, but Junja might just be in trouble. He's getting chased down now by 2 members in the meantime. Gumayushi has to hold on because HongQ is in the midst of 3, keeping the fight going, and it's Faker who's now in trouble trying to run away as the Galio. So far, the single kill. Carrier taken down. Faker forced to flash out. HongQ on the chase.
They're caught. Swain, ultimate time's out though. Health bars are low.
HongQ's pretty damn powerful. Healthy as well. Nice sidestep from Doran on multiple abilities. Wants to turn things back with his ultimate. Owner going in. Content for the weak, doing some damage. Not actually able to get the passive off, and it's all Doran, really.
Deny Owner access to the backline. That fight should look disgusting as HongQ. No mana.
But he's out of mana. Doran making the fast play, hiding in the brush, waiting to collapse. HongQ now in trouble, but the extra healing coming through might buy him an extra second. Doran trying to get fancy, but he misses! HongQ!
Take out Doggo immediately, or somehow find a way to do it.
He's going again.
Is this a replay?
Another ulti.
Round 2.
He manages to connect this time. Owner is here. HongQ doesn't have ulti.
Oh, he is dead.
The entire team collapsing. HongQ wants to try and clear the way, but Owner's on the way, and he should just fall here. Grass back is good. Senna ulti from across the map is a little bit of extra damage, but now it's the Herald being driven in bottom lane. They managed to find the kill.
3 grubs for CFO as Doran.
Driver on the way up, knows that ulti isn't available, taking his sweet time. Body slams are hitting. Cooldown's going to be incredibly low. Doran dashes over the wall, the quick flash to follow. Body slam and the kill. That
ultimate available. CFO, they're ready.
Doggo's not here. He's most of the gold lead when he's not in the area. It's so damn close. Driver already caught by the hook. Box going down. Faker on the way in. They managed to catch the Gragas. Driver now set to fall, but HongQ still standing. A hook connecting on the Swain. They can't kill him. Keep going forward, but they can't finish the job. HongQ standing. He needs to retreat, but he needs to keep the ult going, so he's going to flash forward. HongQ full committing. He gives his life. Doggo is here just in time. The final moments of HongQ's life given to get the 80 carry into the fight, and now they have to be careful, Owner. You need to make this deal happen.
He has vision.
Going over the wall. Flash for the Zed, though. Trap connects. Doggo can't quite get into range. Faker off to the side. Faker with the flank. Is it going enough? Ulti's now coming out instantly into the back line, looking for a bit of follow-up. Owner still standing for a rebound, but he gets hit by the trap, and down he goes! The double kill! Domination! In game 3 from CFO! It's Doggo's time to shine! The Penta is there! Doggo!
CFO happy to take that.
T1, again, feel like they have to contest. 10K, they managed to find the hook. Carry a cut out before the fight even starts. Owner has to be the difference maker. They need a steal. Faker moving in, taunt multiple, but again, Doggo is untouched. The back line untouched, and the front line is too damn tanky. Another ulti.
They
Owner
can't cut
flashing.
for the beefcakes. It's just going to be confined to their base. CFO run the map as carrier. That's the flash.
Forced out.
They might look for the end here, Dracos.
Doggo still standing. He's the one that matters, but don't get me wrong. HongQ powerful as well. Doggo isolated for a moment. Faker tries to find the angle, but they backstep perfectly. HongQ ready to deny any potential engage. Lockup is already there on the Owner. He's not able to get anything done. Ready to go in. Finds Doggo. Finds the death mark. Shield across the top. Doggo still standing. The death mark. Not enough. And in the back line of the base, it's HongQ continuing to run rampant. Doran doing everything he can. A few snips, but not nearly enough to cut down CFO. Domination again in back-to-back games as CFO move on to match points.
Weapons to strike again in draft, because so far they've been really creative and answering to each and every one.
He does not interrupt the blink with the steadfast presence. This is a bold bet, but instead it's the Casio. I think almost universally considered one of the hardest champions to play in the game, League of Legends. Your actions have to be perfect. Every click has to be flawless. HongQ really betting on himself, and it is a solid, incredibly veteran lineup. Not a team to crumble under the pressure.
They're chilling, right? Even if
Faker
gets on top of you, HongQ.
Sidestep, good flash out. Faker in trouble, ticking, but he won't fall yet. Owner, EQ flash, keeping it going. Faker standing on the edge, hoping to beat HongQ back, and it's first blood for T1.
Actually getting out is going to be
top side now.
Trying to make a sideline impact. Rest.
Stunned there. Doran starting to burn Rest down. Rest living for an extra second. Flash out. T1 managed to sidestep all the poison, so the extra damage not coming in. And HongQ just continues to trade aggressively. Owner on the way forward. Rinse and repeat on this gank. Sidestep from HongQ has to be good, and he just doesn't have the movement speed. Owner moving up. They don't quite finish it, though. Can't afford to go into the tower. And HongQ firing back. Gets the kill. Faker goes in and makes it a 1-for-1.
What are reinforcements?
X flash in. Wall trying to make sure that he can't get out. A quick burn down, and down goes Rest. Instantaneous dive. CFO now forced to respond with Faker on the way. Waiting over the wall, waiting for them to pull the triggers. Jun just gonna find Faker. Faker forced to trade, has a Skarner ultimate of his own. Ultis might just get traded out, but Kailing now here to follow. Faker caught out, has an ult, steals away the Impale, manages to catch 3, but there's no follow-up there, and down goes Faker.
The top laners into this fight as well. There's Doran, deep TP.
Flash ult available for HongQ. The Casio, the potential to turn. Initial hook, locked down onto Carrier, trying to start the fight, but Owner immediately starts as well. Ulti over the wall from Doran. It's Doran showing up in the clutch in the moment, finding the angle as finally the curtain call comes out, but the curtains have already closed on CFO in this fight.
Maybe an angle on Doran.
Ready to go, immediate ulti. The combo now coming through, trying to burn through Orner before he can get the ulti down. He just barely manages to get it off, but it's not where he needs it. CFO, quick shutdown, finding an angle now at Faker, who might be in trouble. Ulti going across, but Owner is here to respond, and they're looking to turn it back. A good ulti coming in from HongQ, but he gets cut down where he stands. Ulti from HongQ, big to watch. The ulti from Carrier, arguably even more important. T1 immediately go in, knowing they have the man advantage for a brief moment in time. They're going to get the Dragon, and now look at the fall, but HongQ over the wall. It's a perfect ulti, but I don't think he has the damage quite yet. Trying to burn through Guma, but the exhaust is perfectly placed, and T1 obliterates CFO.
But CFO, they're a little early with Rest. He arrives in time, but T1 still get the numbers advantage thanks to the ult from Carrier. And now Doggo, not long for this world.
Rest trying to get something back, hoping to find these shutdowns. Carrier takes him out of range of his own tower. Doran living. The objectives are getting shredded. HongQ trying to make good into the side lane, ready to backstep it. Faker tries to turn it, and he manages to get it. Faker still stepping up, goes through. HongQ gonna turn it back. Faker!
Just got gapped. Maybe he can back and then make
Doggo's
his way
now free
over.
firing. Ulti into the midst of the entire team. And now trying to turn. Rest into the midst of it. It's an entire flip. And who's gonna come into the end? Are you kidding me? The objective bounty claim T1. It is the GOAT! Uma with 3 items. Relative to the opposition, one of the strongest players in this team. Junja taking a big chunk. Lock up there. They're going to try and delete the jungle instantly. HongQ's ulti doesn't connect on anybody. But in the meantime, it's Ambessa in the backside. Trying to delete Guma. Guma in trouble. Guma down. But T1 holding on to hope. Holding on to the fight. They have the man advantage. It's a 2-for-1 thus far. Doggo alive. HongQ alive. The damage is there. Damage traded back onto Kaiwing. In goes Carrier. Doran to follow. HongQ trying to burn as quickly as he can. The root not going to connect. T1. Better in the exchange. Faker. Full confidence. Curtains called. Doggo has to back away. Owner
still going.
Ready. Flag. Drag. Doggo back into the tower. Doran going golden. HongQ trying to turn it to Miasma, stopping Doran from getting out. The Hex Flash going. Carry 2 down. Faker once more.
Tries to go.
In. Backstep. Turning forward.
The Miasma!
Tanking. Carrier moving in. He has a big shield and down he goes.
I don't know if that's worth though.
Ready to risk the 50-50. Carrier trying to zone him away. 3K, good diligence coming in. And they're going in for it. They manage to find the ulti bio. Faker is taking a Skarner ulti of his own, and it's Rest off on the side lane. HongQ living for a moment, but Owner wants to make the difference. Cassio goes golden. Rest in the back line. Ambessa, Junja, they're making it happen. T1 taken down in the pit.
Do the math on how old HongQ was back then. It's insane.
I thought he was 5. I did the math. Kaiwing caught out though. Guma looking for a quick punish. T1.
Of Guma again.
2.7, getting lower. Objective taken. T1 know that they don't have to overcommit for it. It's Faker on the side. Faker finding Rest. It's a big start to the fight. Junja realizes this is not the angle they can go for. Pick to start, but Doran wants more. T1 hungry for the chase.
Burn.
Rapid retreat from CFO, but T1 still chasing.
There's no turret. Faker's going to keep on chasing.
Big cone massive. This might just be. Flash forward, ulti, Doggo flashing out. Faker looking for the angle, stealing away the Nautilus ulti. Will lock up Doggo, but they don't quite have the follow-up. It's going to be Kaiwing to drop. They will take him down.
45 seconds on the Baron.
Junja looking for Faker. Goes golden, but HongQ lays down the Miasma, and Faker's got nowhere left to go. Tries to turn it back, stealing away an ulti, stunned up. T1! Are they going to keep going? It's cost them so many times. Is this the right fight? They have to be asking themselves, but they don't even hesitate. They go in, they find their man. T1 keep going, they will not relent. Junja not having flash makes it pretty easy to knock him out of the pit. You highlighted it before, a vulnerable target for the Poppy. Ultimate as Junja starts to go in onto Guma. Smite, the ulti completely whiffs, and T1 see that as their sign to kick the fight off. Guma Yushi's ultimate managing to land, but it's Rest into the backside. Guma immediately, the exhaust coming in from Carrier, it's clutch, but the rest of the fight falling apart for the side of T1. Doran has to make the difference. Doran has to burn them down, but it's Carrier! He finds the angle to send them packing! HongQ still going. An ulti, knocked back into the wall. The Cassio still going. Doran trying to burn him, trying to take him out. It's Guma to follow. Going golden. An extra moment, but HongQ drops T1.
I think T1 are going to play for the fight again. Oh, that's 6K. A deep flank.
Ulti across the team. HongQ waiting over the wall. 2K willing to flip it, and they manage to get the chem deck. Drake 3-3 across the board,
Faker.
But T1 now wants the fight. Rest off to the side. Faker trying to find the lockup. Doggo for now completely untouched. Ulti stolen away, but he manages to sidestep. Rest still going, doing everything that he possibly can, but it's already down for Junja. Faker finding the kill, going in onto Doggo. He gets another 3 down for CFO at TP mid. They need this to be the final fight. They need to execute CFO here. They need to take it to game 5. HongQ falling, desperate to turn it back, but look at his damage. On the way in, the interrupt on the flag and drag. HongQ gets an extra second. Carrier knocked up. HongQ still just raining down damage. Only 18, the flag and drag coming up. He goes down. Guma out of nowhere. Finishes the kill.
Can't actually take down T1 in the 4th game. They're gonna have side selection.
It's time for Silver Scrapes.
These are champions that we're not going to see again here being in Fearless Draft, despite the...
In the mid-season playoffs as well. Gonna go back as the Carrier Kench comes through, colloquially and domestically known as the Engage Kench.
Should we help?
Let's help! Available, but he can't do it with the turret the way it is.
Ready to wrap around in the mid lane. Meanwhile, on the top side, Rest! Forced to back away. HongQ.
Faker!
Push back. Flash is out of safety. Faker now on the chase. Flash of his own. One more auto will seal the deal. One more auto and he gets it!
On away though, and oh,
Junja has to be
T1
careful.
might be trying to play it a little greedy here as carry out.
Ulti, flash over the wall coming in from Junja, sees the Tom Kench, but in comes the Rakan just in time. Guma playing on the edge, however. Devour there to keep Owner standing. Doggo wants to finish that kill, but they can't get anything. And the wave now deleted. They're likely to tank this. Knockout coming in from the Tom Kench. Doggo still going forward. Ulti coming from Jinx. Doggo finds the first kill. HongQ ready to go over the wall. Feathers fly. Hungry for blood on that top side. Didn't hesitate to go on in the last game. Won't hesitate to do it again here.
Ulting for tempo is Rest.
Rest looking for the angle, but it's just not enough. Down he goes. The feat of warfare, the rocket. CFO still pushing. Carrier ready to go. Doggo walking forward, and Carrier is there. He sees the play coming. Doggo goes up, comes right back down. Feathers fold back. They can't quite finish Carrier. Doggo is it, and down he goes. Carrier still standing. His Doran is there right in time. It's a TP in, but it's too damn late. HongQ wants something back, but Owner will not let him have it. T1. An incredible fight, and it's starting to feel like there's nothing left in Game 5 for CFO to keep Faker standing.
Oh, CFO though, they're not going to give up.
Certainly aren't. Lock up there. Ulti going in onto Faker. Faker likely to get taken down.
That's
Junja will live.
one!
Big shutdown, but in the meantime, the rest of the map falling apart. Rest in trouble as Owner goes 1v1 versus the Ornn. And Doran still just keeps pushing these waves forward. Rest using the
Maybe just trying to execute, but I don't know if that's going to happen with the Jace. Same for HongQ, but he's stuck, Dracos.
That he is. Junja also caught out.
Not
He gets
like this.
taken
Oh,
down.
He gets the execute.
The execute crucial. They're trying to
not so
donate the
lucky.
kill. They give it to Faker.
It's about the exit here, Dracos.
T1 playing for the kills. 2.3K. Where's the objective going to go? 1600, Dragon getting lower. Ornn called. Owner trying to retreat. HongQ into the back line. The rest of CFO a little bit split. Faker about to fall, but Faker remains standing. Crucially, carried in the midst of the team. Feathers ready to go. T1 continue to advance anyway. Unconcerned. Doggo pulls the Feathers back.
On
Finds
a
the
flank.
root.
He's behind them.
Owner ready to go. Shockwave connecting onto Junja, getting down whatever damage he can. Owner playing with his food, keeping him slow to Shock Blast. Massive damage. The ulti! He slides, he glides! I don't even know how they walk up into this team. Even without the Tom Kench, these fights would be hard as Doggo loses so much of his HP.
There's the
The
turn.
CFO determined to try and find the fight, looking for the lockup onto Carry. It's Torn who's been exhausted. Torn in the midst of the team. They're trying to burn through this Jace and get that shutdown as quick as they can, but the shockwave is good. The reset is there. Guma's damn well getting excited even as the Feathers fly. The knockback from HongQ is decent. They're trying to hold on, but T1, they want to end it quick.
They just don't have the money. They don't have the stats. They don't have the items. The Owner is just standing there leisurely tanking the turret, and Doggo simply overstepping T1. They've been playing pretty deliberate as I say that. Faker will be found here by Rest. Has his own ornament now.
3 members of T1 waiting over the wall, and it was a trap. Baited beautifully all along.
Reality has set in, Draco says. The Nexus is about to fall.
T1 sending a reminder, you might take 1 game. You might take 2, but you are not taking the series. The world champs reigning will move on in the upper bracket.
Unreal.
It's insane. It's completely nuts. We take a look at the post-game breakdown powered by AWS. It's a story of dominance. It's a story of Faker.
Again,